Welcome back to the show. A little bit later on in the program, Jeff Tedford will join me. We'll preview the upcoming game against UCLA. But now it's time for one of our volleyball clinics. Our instructor, Kate Scott, with a couple of the stars of the volleyball team.
Thanks, Todd. Cal fans, welcome to Haas Pavilion. It's time for our volleyball clinic this week. We're joined by Kristen Kathan, Senior Defensive Specialist for the Cal women's volleyball team. Now, Kristen, how long have you been playing volleyball?
I've been playing volleyball since I was about in the 6th grade.
Okay, so how many years ago was that?
Shoot, let's see, that's 3 in middle school and 4 in high school, which is 7, and then 3 more from there, so that's 11 years.
Look at that, you can play volleyball and you can do mathematics. Okay, so where are you from? Where'd you grow up playing volleyball?
I'm from Moraga, California. It's right through the tunnel, so I'm a local.
There you go, so you've got the fans, I'm guessing, at the games.
That's right.
Okay, now I heard that you weren't, well, it's called a libero?
Yes, libero.
Now, why does it have that crazy, weird name? Why aren't you just the defensive specialist?
Well, it's actually a new position that was developed about, I want to say 7 years ago, something around there.
Okay.
But basically, it's the position on the court where you wear a different color jersey, and instead of rotating out for 3 full rotations, you're only out for 1 rotation for one of the girls.
Okay, so you're pretty much in longer than the rest of the girls on the team?
And we're able to serve.
Okay, but you can't, there's some things you can't do, right?
I'm not allowed to attack if my head's above the plane of the net, but usually that doesn't really happen. And I also can't serve twice for both the middles. I have to have one of the middles serve for me in one of the rotations.
Okay, sounds kind of complicated.
It is a little bit, but I mean, by now I think I've got the hang of it.
You've got it, 4 years
yeah.
here. Okay, so teach me how to be a defensive specialist. I think you're going to teach me how to dig today, right?
I am. Okay. Well, the first basics you really want to focus on is when you're playing defense, you want to be in a low position.
Okay.
So your right foot, for me personally, is slightly in front of my left.
Okay.
And you want to make sure your weight's on the balls of your feet, and you're just low and balanced, ready to move in any direction.
Okay.
Nice, agile position.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bouncing.
You look agile. Do I look agile?
You look great.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so we've got our feet kind of like setting, but it looks like a little further apart.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
It's like about shoulder width apart.
Okay. So we have our feet, we have our agile bouncing. Now, what do we do from here?
Well, when you're playing defense, you want to make sure that you set yourself up according to where your block's set up. So you don't want to be behind the block, because then you're not going to be in the plane of the ball. So you want to make sure that you're in the correct direction with your block, and also you're not too sucked in, because otherwise you're going to get hit in the moneymaker.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It looks like that hasn't happened to you. You know,
it's hard, but it has happened quite a few times. But, you know, with a little ice, a little makeup, it works out nicely. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're sucked in, you mean you don't want to get too close to the net?
Exactly. You want to stay closer to the sideline than you do.
Okay. And as far as what is the correct angle, I'm guessing by your blockers, you mean you two tall girls who are usually on one side of the net or the other.
Yeah, exactly. If you have an outside attack, your blockers are usually going to set up right along here. So you want to be on the outside of your outside blocker's left hand.
Okay. All right, so Kristen, when you were saying earlier that when you set up, you don't want to be behind your blockers, but you want to be at a specific angle. Why don't you show me exactly where that angle is?
Okay, well, if we look at Mindy here along the net, we want to make sure that we are not behind her body. We want to be lined up on the outside of her outside blocking arm.
Okay.
So that means that I'm always in direct alignment with my hitter. So if we take this angle and back directly up, that's where you want to set up your defensive position. So right here.
Okay, now do any of these lines come into play?
Well, technically your left front should be pulling off depending on what defense you run to get the sharp angle. So that's why you want to make sure you're staying deep on the cross-court shot.
Okay, because someone else will be here.
Exactly.
Okay. You showed me the correct, leg and feet position. Now, what about the hands?
Well, you want to set up your platform. So some people do it different ways, but I do my right arm in a fist, and I grasp my left arm over it. So you got a nice, solid platform. You want the ball to hit you right along there.
Okay. And do I do anything special with my
Nothing.
thumbs?
You want to try and keep it solid. The less arm movement, the better.
Okay. Okay, great.
Good luck.
Here we go. Okay. So if that happens, if the ball's in front of me like that, should I come and get it? Or would the person in front of me be coming back to get it?
That's yours.
That's
so
mine.
part of being low in balance is also being able to move in any direction. So just because you set up in a certain place, it doesn't always mean the ball's going to come right to you every single time. So you have to be a little, how do you say, athletic and ready to move in any direction.
Okay, I'm not going to take that as a negative critique. I'm just going to take that as motivation. Here we go. Okay, athletic. Move towards the ball. Platform. There's way too many things to think about. But okay, here we go. Okay, that was good. I got the next one. That was soft. What are you talking about? Yeah.
That's a great dig.
All right.
That was marvelous. Yes. All right.
Thank you. Good teaching.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Kristen, thank you for your help today.
Thank you. It was really fun.
Good luck being a defensive specialist the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Libero, right?
Yes, that's right.
Not libero, libero. Don't forget to come watch the Cal women's volleyball team whenever you can. Their schedule is available at calbears.com. And until next week's clinic, Kristen, go Bears.
Go Bears.
Thanks a lot, Kate. Now you can see why the Bears have one of the best defenses in the country. Of course, the Bears back at home this week to take on the Washington Schools, the Huskies Friday, Washington State on Saturday. You'll be able to watch that match on Comcast Sportsnet California. When we return, international style for the tennis team. One of the stars of the men's tennis program hails from Paris. We will have his story as the Cal Sports Report continues.